I'm going to present to you now the MMS method, which is a method that doesn't rely on traps. It relies on a visual assessment of mite aggregates and mite presence in the house, where you're going to score these aggregates throughout the whole building. So how do you put up this method? Well, you need to select 12 points in your house. So for each point, they need to be at least apart from 10 meters from one another. They need to cover the whole building, so try and select different rows, different height levels, different elements. And then you can and you need to identify these areas so that you can repeat the monitoring at the same place. So for example, here we have an area of 1 square meter, and we're going to have to look for where the aggregates are. These red dots, they symbolize the areas where we can usually see red mite aggregates. So for example, beneath these perches, or in the angles or joints of the structures. So try and look at a large part. Once you've assessed all the different areas, you're going to have to do the scoring of this 1 square meter area. So to do that, you have a scale of 0 to 5, where you're going to have to look at these elements, and to give the score, you're going to have a look at several things. The one is, where are the mites? Are they in cracks or not? Like, if they're not in cracks, or if they're just simply on the structure of the areas you're looking at. What are the size of the aggregates? So if you take the scaling score, so 0, there aren't any mites. 1, you have mites that are in cracks. Then 2, you have mites that aren't as aggregates, but on the system and not in cracks. Then you have the score 3, where it's aggregates of less than 1 square centimeter that are in cracks. 2, it's aggregates that are more than 1 square centimeter outside of cracks. And finally, 5, it's aggregates that are more than 3 square centimeter out of traps. So as you can see, there are different elements, so you might have different scores. So the methodology is to select the highest score of all the areas you've been looking at. So to record everything, you can use these scoring sheets that are going to be available for download on the different websites. And you give at the end an average score for the whole building. Just one final remark before I finish. If you're in single-tier housing systems, you are going to try and choose the different areas of equal proportions between nests, slats and perches. And also you may have to lift certain elements, not like in every system, but for example, you may have to lift some perches to see what's beneath them, or lift up roofs of the nests. Well, that's all for me. Thank you very much for watching.